Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me in this new format of showing textiles. And today I'm going to be focusing on the Manual Canvas 2020 Spring Collection wall coverings. I'll do a video of the textiles in this collection on a separate video. I'll start with this beautiful book, which is like a large, almost like coffee table style book. Here you're going to see a snapshot of all the different patterns. And then there's lots of beautiful installation images. These images are also available in a brochure that I can email you, that you could send to your client if you need to. We'll start with the first, which is Salvador, and I think this is a great introduction to this whole collection. Lots of foliage and leaves. This one has lots of little animals in it. It's got cheetahs and monkeys and birds, and it's just this great scale pattern. Also has matching textiles. And then this one is a little bit of more of a sepia tea stain color, very sophisticated. And then this gorgeous sort of gold on a soft cream color background. There you can see the monkey. And then this sort of more dark, dramatic. This could be like your powder room or your study, or it may even a great entryway wall covering. And then we go to this gorgeous, which is called Salengro, this gorgeous foliage. It has very large leaves and lots of details in it. This beautiful pink color, kind of that Miami pink, kind of Palm Springs, a little retro, just really, really gorgeous. This also has a coordinating textile to go with this whole collection here. And then here's this one in the grayscale, which is very graphic, and looks like everything's just sort of coming alive off the paper. Love this color. And then we have this gorgeous sort of jewel tone with a little blue in here with the green and the gold and yellow. And then we have a little bit more of a acid green color tonal with a little bit of yellow, and just this gorgeous details on this paper. It's just so beautiful. And then we move into our geisha, which is inspired by 19th century sort of Japanese, but the fashion that was going on in Paris. This has a lot of color in it. And here you see an image of some of the solids that go with this collection in the sort of a satin and a velvet. And we have almost every color imaginable that will pull one of the colors out of this whole spring collection. And just great detail. It's really fun. And then here's another color, a little warmer with golds and orange and reds. And then you're a little bit cooler with your sort of royal purples and blues, and just sort of very, very interesting and fun to look at. And this is chinois. This is basically sort of a Chinese inspired with cherry blossoms and very large jars. This also has a textile and this gorgeous color here. And then we go into this really beautiful kind of orange with the little peachy background. And then this beautiful green. It's really soft. And then another shade of green. It's beautiful. And then we have sort of this koi fish pattern. It almost looks like they're swimming on the wall and alive. And the colors are very, very saturated in this one. It looks like they're coming up from the water, and the water is very clear. And this is just a really fun pattern. Also has a matching fabric. And then you've got this sort of purples and blues, little cooler tones. And then we have moire, which is this beautiful sort of graphic flower forest. And I just love this deep, deep, dramatic kind of teal color. Again, really dramatic and beautiful, large scale print. And then here you have it in a different color, and it takes on a different personality. And look at all the details This is really fun. And then you have this sort of a little bit more of a tonal with a little bit of color, and just a lovely, lovely print. And also has a fabric that goes with it. And then next is which we're calling Florida. This one has a little bit of a sort of mid-century vibe to it. And it's just got this great colors and large scale again. And then you have it in this colorway, sort of keeping to the theme of this collection. And then you have it in this color as well. And this also has a fabric to go with it. And then this one is just really, I think, has a very universal appeal to it. And it has a fun graphic. It could be modern, it could be contemporary, it could be traditional. And then you just have this great palette of colors. You've got this beautiful pink again, and sort of little aqua, and this really great blue, and then this really dramatic sort of dark charcoal gray. It looks black here, but it's more of a dark, dark charcoal. And then this is just a beautiful traditional print. If you look at this really closely, the paper, it almost looks like it was hand painted. It's definitely got a dry touch to it. Almost you could feel like it has the chalk, and it's just a very soft print, but it's a nice large scale. And these are the colors. We've got lots of options here with beautiful colors. This also has a fabric to go with some of the colors. And this soft blue, and then you've got this really just great like China blue, which is beautiful. And then this one is our, I would say more the modern. It's got a real three-dimensional look to it. It's got a little bit of metallic and flat, so it really gives a three-dimensional look when it's hung on the wall. And then you've got these great colors here. It's beautiful. This sort of blue, and you've got gray and gold, and then this is such a fun pattern in this color. And then lastly is this gorgeous, has a very textile feel to it. It's printed, digitally printed, so it feels like you've got like fabric on the wall. And I think this is very usable in a lot of interiors. And you've got these great colors here as well. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you would like samples, if you would like this book in your library. And also, as I mentioned before, there are lots of printed materials in PDFs and brochures that I can send to you. Thank you so much.